Hello friends, welcome to my project series part 2. In this project we are going to see one by one what are the activity we have used to automate this HSBC site, and we will learn step by step. So if you are not aware about this project, so please go to watch my part 1. I have explained all these steps what we are going to do in the upcoming series or upcoming video. So let's start. This is the portal which we want to automate. The first task is log into this particular portal. The second task is extract the data from this particular portal. Once we extract the data, then we want to save this data into the Excel, then log out. These are the 4 simple steps we want to perform with our bot. So let's open UiPath Studio. In the UiPath Studio, you can create your own project. I have created my project. Project name is Huda. I'm opening main workflow. Just ignore the activity which are commented out. So first I have used the use browser activity. I'm using the modern activity. Under this my workflow, I'm using use browser activity. If I go to this activity panel and type the use browser or application, let me open the modern first. Then if I type the application, under the modern I have used the use browser. Then in the use browser, let me show you again. If I indicate the browser, it will automatically fetch the URL and the other stuff. Under the use browser container, I have to automate the task. So now I have a do. Under the do, what I had first, build a data table. Why build a data table? Because after extracting the data from the particular portal, we need some customization on that. That's why I create a serial number, auction ID, state. Let me give you the clear picture. So first I have created a build data table. Why I create a build data table? Before that, let me give you the email ID. Type into the email ID and I point out this email ID. Let me type the email ID, and similarly for the password, type into the password, and using the type into activity, let me show you. Type into, drag and drop, indicate. So the target and the anchor. Target is the text box, anchor is the name of this field. Validate and confirm. By this we point out the password area, because I already pointed, that's why I deleted email ID and the password. Then click on the login button. Let me do this step manually. Once I click on the login, I am able to enter in this portal. So this is the portal. So after clicking the login, I'm supposed to be part of this window. Now our task is extracting this data table. For that I have used the data scraping. For understanding purpose, I'm creating a new sequence. Under new sequence, I'm checking the data scraping. First I'm pointing the area, serial number. Automatically just this is a table, so it will ask me, you selected a table size, would you like to extract the data from the whole table? Yes. Click. So as the column name mentioned here, similar column name it will extract. So my auction name contain the ID and the detail like 10 Marla, sector 9, Bahadurgarh, Jajjar, Panipat, this kind of a detail. So our task is means exclude the extra detail, like in the auction ID I need only the 11237 12797, this kind of a detail, and 10 Marla, 14 Marla canal, this is the size of that particular field or area. Sector 9 is the particular area of that city, Bahadurgarh is the city. So from this auction name I'm just extracting every detail. That's why we use the build data table activity. Let me click the finish first. No, that's why we use this table, build data table activity. If you see the structure, I have auction ID, size is the 10 Marla or 7 Marla, 6 Marla canal, auction sector, the particular sector, sector 964, auction city is the city like Faridabad, Karnal, Panchkula, and the rest of the details are same, registration started and the end date. Okay, so once we extract the data, now we have a table. The table name is the extracted data table. This is the output of this extracted activity, means data scraping activity. In our extracted data table, we have auction ID 10 Marla, sector 9, comma sector 9. So we just separate all the string, we treat as a string. From this string we use the substring function, and in the substring function our task like getting the string in this format. First I will get this string, we break the actual output in this format. Then once I got this format, then because like if we have a 10 Marla, comma sector 9, comma Bahadurgarh, so we use the split function. What split function will give us the result? It will give us the result in the array form. In the array form I will retrieve the sector 10 Marla, sector 9, after this comma I will get Bahadurgarh. Hope you are able to understand. So our first, like when we extract this table, in the auction name all fields are similar, means the similar format, all fields have similar format. From this format I need to extract the auction ID. 10 Marla is the size, sector and the city. How we extract? So first task is to find out the index of this dash, and this dash comes after the auction ID and before the 10 Marla, means the size. Let's see in the code. Now I have extracted data table. I use the for each row in the data table, current row. What I have write down here, current row means current row 1 means the auction name, and the auction name is this one. From this the auction name I am using the index of dash and showing in the auction ID. So we have auction name, auction name equal to this, we have auction name equal to this, and this is our current row 1. If I say this, current row 1 have this detail. From the current row 1, what I have to find? First index of this. For just an example, if this is 10, so I need to find out before the 10 and starting index from 0. So it is my auction ID. If I go to the after this dash means the 10 and the comma where the comma has initiated. For the example, it's 15, so 11 to 15 is my the size. From this I'm getting the size. Let me show you. What I have right, just forget about the substring. I write first index of, then +1. Just suppose it gives me index of dash equal to 10, then +1 means after the just index. So after this index, what is, I have 1, then next index of comma, and minus. If this comma return me the 16, then minus index of -1 + 1, it means 16 minus 11. And now go to the substring written in the form 11 to 16 minus 11. So technically what I have right, starting from the index 11 and up to length 5, then it will return me the 10 marla. Otherwise what you can do also here. If you like, in my next line I have write the same thing. I got this in the temp, and temp after this temps I use the split method, the temp then comma, and this temp str has a string with a array type. It will return a array. So in the temp str1 means the rest of the string, I have repeated this task for this remaining string, this 10 marla and bhadrovar. You can do for the same for this remaining one in a simple way, like 10 marla sector 9. So temp 1 I have sector, temp 2 I have city. I got this detail. Then I use the add row activity. Why use the add row activity? Because if you see my extracted data table, in the extracted data table I have only serial number, auction name, registration target, registration end date. Now I have to add these fields, means the separated fields I need to add in my table. So what I have write, I have write current 0, it means 1 2 3, it means 1 2 3 current, then auction ID, auction size, auction center, and the rest of the string. Then I have used the right range activity, right. So giving a clear picture, first we have a table. Before table we use the browser, then we extract the table dt extracted result. From this extracted result we have, suppose 1 2 3 4 5 column. Second column contain the detail, then we separate this detail into the 4 area. Now in our final table is dt underscore final. In final table, first column of our extracted data table means serial number, then second, third and fourth from this detail table means ID, auction ID, and size, area, city, 4 field of this, 4 field from this detail table which we filter out. then rest of the 2 details are come from this table. Now we have dt underscore final table. So we will use this table to save in the Excel file. Then we create right range activity. Under this right range activity, I have used the output Excel sheet, which is the name of my output file. In the output workbook, I have give the sheet name sheet1 and the table is finality table. Then I use the find element activity y to find this particular area. Then click on the arrow button, click on this arrow button, then click on the logout. Click on the logout. After this, close window, that will close the Chrome window which is open. Then I have invoke a get XML detail. Then why I invoke the get XML detail? Let me do the same, logout, because if I see this website, click on this icon, then click on this auction ID and click on search, then I will get the result. Then our task is click on this particular link, then a pop-up is open. Now we have to pick the or get the base price, minimum bid value or EMD value. So this is our second task. So hope first task is clear. In second task or in the next video we will see how we create a second workflow or second sequence to extract the data from this child window and save the data in the output sheet 2.